Hello friends, so how are you? So today we are solving this problem parsing a Boolean expression. So basically what is happening is one expression is given to us. The expression is like this, that it has some binary operators and it has the characters T and F and the brackets, closing bracket, open brackets and the comma. For example, you can take this example. Okay, so you can see here there is one operator called OR operator, and then we have bracket and we have comma separated F and T. So basically F represents for false and T represents for true. Okay, so we can interpret it accordingly. So what we have to do is, so let me explain with a diagram. So what does it mean is like this was looking like this. For example, uh, this is our OR operator, and inside it, let's say there are F, comma T, comma T. Okay, then what we have to do is basically whatever is there inside it, we have to apply this operation on these values. Okay, this is what we have to do. So what we can do here is like we will go here. So F for false, right? So we will do F. Let's say I'm calling it false O and OR with this T. So true. Okay. Okay, so we are doing this true and then we are also again doing this true. Okay, so what is happening finally? This is false and true and this is OR. So what is it? It would be, its answer would be true. So true would be our answer. So this is the way we have to evaluate. Basically there could be multiple as well. For example, let's say there is something like this FTT. Okay, so let's say F and T and T. Okay, now there is a OR operator here. Okay, and now top of it we have another operator. Let's say we have this not operator. Okay, so what will happen here is, first of all we will evaluate the inner value. So what this would be, this would be the one which we just calculated here. This is true, right? So we will put true instead of it. And now if we do this, so this is not operator. So not of true would be give us false. So there could be the multiple operators as well. So what would be our approach? So our approach would be very simple. What we will do is we will keep we will make a character stack, and this character stack we will put all the T and F and all the operator values. Okay, so let's take one example that is given in the question. So let's say I'm taking this one. This has the two operators. So let's take this. So this is like okay. So let me take this one. This we have AND operator. Then we have F and T. Okay. So we have this F and this is T. So guys, suppose this is our expression. Let's say I'm calling it EXPR. Okay. So this is our expression like this, and we have to make the evaluation of this string. So what we will do is we will, you guys can see here, I just created one stack. Okay. This is my stack. Let's say I'm calling it ST. Okay. This is my stack ST, and now what will happen is we will traverse in this expression from left to right. So this guy, first one is operator, right? So we will push it into the stack. We have pushed this stack. Now this is opening bracket. So opening bracket we will ignore. So we will go ahead. So this is operand, which is an again an operator. Okay, and so we will push this as well. So we will push it like this. Now we have this guy is again in opening bracket. So for opening bracket we will keep on ignoring. Then we are coming here. So this character is F. So we will push it into the stack. So F is coming. So this is a comma. So comma also would be ignored. So we are ignoring comma. Then we have finally this is T, right? So this is what our stack looks like. Now what will happen is we will keep on going. So we have again this is a closing bracket. So whenever a closing bracket encounters, we have to stop, and what we have to do, we have to pop out one by one whatever value till we get an operand. So now what we will do is we will have two variables. One is like is false available. So we can say, let's say is false available. So we will, these are the Boolean variables, is false and is true. Okay, so these are both are Boolean variable. Initially they are false. Okay, initially we have initialized them as false. Let's say this is false and this also false. Okay, now what we will do is we will go to this stack. Okay, so we are starting with this. So this is top of, this is T, right? So what T anchor for what? T means true. So that means is true occurred? Yes. So what we will do? If true is occurred, we will make it true, right? Because at least one true is occurred. Okay. So this we have made true. Now we are popping out this guy F, right? So let me remove this F, and this will check for is false, that hey, is there any false which occurred? Yes, we just found one F. So we are making this is false also true, because we were looking for the false value, that is there false also there. So yes, false is also true. So yeah, we have is false available, so true. We have is true available, so true. Okay, now we are coming out to this guy. What is the top of it? This is ampersand. So this is an operator, right? So let's say this is an operator. So whenever an operator occurs, what we have to do? We have to do the operation, whatever operator. So in case if it is an ampersand, okay, in this case what will happen? In this case we will check that what is the value here. So is false is true and is true is also true. That means ampersand, if we do the ampersand of true and so see here, this indicates that this is, there is a one true, okay, and there is a one false as well. That means all of them were not true, correct? So in this case what it would be? Ampersand value, this would be false, correct? And false, if it is false value, so if it is false value, then we have to what? We have to basically push the F to the stack back. So we, so far we popped out this guy as well, and when we evaluated the value, okay, so let me be clear here that how I evaluated, because this might be confusion. So we will check what, that if, so what we will do is we will check that if is false, if is false means there is no for F available. So we will check if is false and is true. Okay, so you can check these two conditions, is true. So you can see that this condition is failing because is false is true, correct? So this is false and this is true, so this will make ampersand equal to false, means F. So we will push the F back here. So I have pushed F here. Okay, so I just pushed F. Okay, now we will again keep on going while there is an operator, right? So what we will do, we will pop this out. So F. Okay, so we will pop out F. Now whenever we are again popping out, we have to reset these things, right? So these things would be removed, because so far we have already calculated the ampersand that occurred and we have pushed the value F. Now again we are starting is false and is true is equal to false. Okay, now we are coming here and we will be pop out whatever is there on the top of stack. Basically it is F. So is false becomes true, correct? Is false become true, and is true is not possible because there is no value so far, so it is false only. Now we will pop out this F. Okay, so I have popped out this F. Okay, now we will keep on popping until we get an stack. So see here we got a, until we get a operator, sorry. So we got an operator. So this time what is the operator? Operator was that not, right, like this. Okay, so we got the operator. Now we have to evaluate this not. So what is there? Hey, is there is false? Is true is true? No, is true is not true. If is true is not true means that there is no true available at all. Okay, and is false is true, that means F is there. So what is the note of F? Note of F would be basically a true value. So what would be the answer? Answer would be our true value. So anyway, so this would be T, right? So T for true it would be T. So we will push this T to the stack. I have pushed it, correct? Now we are done till this point, correct? Now we are coming to this point. So this is again a closing bracket. So whenever a closing bracket occurs, we pop out the things, right? So we are again at this closing bracket, we will pop out. So this is T, right? So but there is no operator here. Okay, so because there was no operator, so answer also would be t only. Now when we are coming out of this entire loop, what will happen? We will look at the top of a stack, that what is there at the top of a stack. If it is t, we are returning as true. If it is f, then we are returning as false. So in this case, it would be written as true only. So this is what we have to do. So let me show you my corresponding code for it. So see here, this is my corresponding code. I'm creating one stack here. I'm keeping two variables temp and op, which would be used later. So see here I'm traversing from left to right in our string. So see here, I'm ignoring the opening bracket or the comma because that's of not interest. Now here what we are doing, if our things, if character is any of the operators or t or f, then we are pushing into the stack. Now see here, whenever we are finding any closing bracket, okay, so at closing bracket what we are doing, we created two variables, has true initially false and has false also initially false. Now see here, while this is not empty, what we gonna do is we will check here that while none of them is while the top of stack is not any operator, what we will do is we will basically popping out, because basically t and f we are popping out. So if value is equal to t, then has true equal to true. If value is f, if value equal to f, then has false equal to true, right? Because has true and has false are anchoring for t and f respectively. Okay, then see here what we are doing, we are popping out the top of stack. Okay, because once we are coming out of this loop, whatever would be on the top of stack, it must be the operator. Okay, so we popped out the operators. Now we are checking that if operator is not, then we are checking that if has true was true, that means temp would return false. Okay, so temp variable would make the false, otherwise it would be true. In case of ampersand, if both of them, like has true is true and has false is false, then only everything would be true, true, true. Okay, so that is why we are making temp true, otherwise temp equal to false in case of ampersand. So in temp variable I am storing so that I would be pushed at the later point of time. So if it is or, in that case any one of them, let's say if has true has at least one true value, then temp would be true, otherwise it would be false. Finally this temp value I am pushing back to the stack, correct? So once we are done with this all the process here, right, we were going from left to right, then what will happen, finally we are at here, and what we will do is whatever is there on the top of the stack, if it is t, then we are returning obviously true. If this, otherwise this would be false statement and it would be return false. So this is what my intention is. Let me try to execute my code. I am executing it. Let me try to submit it. I already have submitted it, so it must be submitted. So thank you for watching this video. If you guys have any concern, please make a comment over there.